There was a story of an old businessman I read a while ago, and this story actually did a striking thing for me because of the lesson I learned from the story. The story is about an old man. He's into business, he's a businessman, and he had the perfect meaning of life. He was enterprising and he was really successful at business. He had all the things of life. He was well to do, he was rich, he was wealthy. He had men, he had a lot of things that you can call wealth. And added to it, he had a very beautiful woman by his side that would call his wife. A woman, a very beautiful woman, worthy to build on. And this man continued the journey of doing businesses, moving from one location to the other. And at a particular point in time, he came into some certain experiences that actually caused a shift and a transition for him. So he was enjoying the transition, he was enjoying every bit of the move, he was enjoying everything that we could say was life. He was enjoying it. But fortunately, you don't have to say, there is the high and the low in business, in everything, virtually even in the world. And so, at particular time came, there was the low time, there was recession. The country was in. Then, just because of that, they decided to take a move. And fortunately, the territory was going to. There was a thing in that country. They love beautiful women. When they say beautiful women, all they want to do is just take that beautiful woman, irrespective of who the woman is with. Especially if it's not be that maybe the person with the beautiful woman is even less in social status or even a stranger in that land. Trust me, life is gone. So because of that, this man had to lie. He had to tell his wife, this country we are going into, you have to just pretend that you are not my wife. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Father Abraham. This man, at the point of time, had all the things he wanted to do of life. He was doing very well. And God had visited him, God had been giving him instructions. But on this particular wise, Genesis chapter 2, the Bible said there was a famine in the land. And this man decided to go into Egypt. Yeah. It was a strategic business move. It was a move that, okay, yes, because there was famine there, but he never inquired from the one who has been telling him to move. He just decided to move because he thought that was the best thing to do at that point in time. And because of that move, he had to lie. He had to move without divine arrangement. He had to move on his impulse, and at that he had to lie. Well, let's say indeed that the lie was necessary, because if not that there has been an antecedent that the people in the land of Egypt, when they see beautiful women, they decide to kill the owner or the husband or anybody that would actually stand as hindrance for them to take in that woman. Yes, let's believe that there is actually an antecedent to that. But have you also thought of it? If actually there was a divine arrangement, if actually there was a divine leading, then there would have been need for him to lie. There would have been need for him to tell his wife to deny her identity and deny their joint identity as husband and wife. It calls for a moment of thinking. And this actually brings me to say that whatever it is that is not a divine arrangement, there is a way we actually try to furnish it ourselves. Whatever it is that God is not sending us, whatever it is that God has not laid in our heart, whatever it is that God did not divinely instruct us, there is a way we try to achieve it in our human power. And so, maybe you have not even been thinking about it. This is the time to ponder about it. What are the things you have been doing by the strength of your human intellect? And then you feel that you just need to do this thing. And if you carefully look at it, maybe God did not even instruct it. Maybe God was not in that divine order, divine arrangement. Maybe God was not the one who actually orchestrated it. Maybe it was just something you desired to take by your own impulse because you thought that was what is needed at that time. And I'm happy to charge you this week. As you embark this week, and even as we are moving towards the end of this month of June and entering to the second half of this year 2026, I need to ask you, and I need to ask you to check what are the things you are doing that God did not specifically instruct you to do. If you have to lie to get your way through in any matter, then it means that God is not there. If you have to make some cheap corners, you have to cut corners, if you have to compromise, if you have to do things that are against the standard and the nature of God, then we should check. Maybe God is not there. If you have to cheat in an exam to come out with flying colors, if you have to sleep with somebody in order to get a job, then it means God is not there, because God will never actually allow you to go through that route. He will not allow you to compromise, he will not allow you to do things that are against his nature just to become successful. No. And as you go this new week, this is a charge, not just to you but also to you. And we should pay attention to the divine leading. We should pay attention to what God is saying to us. We should pay attention. We should not just make move. We should not just make move because of the present pressure around us. We should not just step into certain things. We should not just do some things because we feel there is a pressing need. If God has not said anything, please don't move. If God has not instructed anything, please don't take a step. No, it is better that we stay until we hear clear instructions than for us to lie. This is a charge, this is a decision. Yes. Learn to stay, learn to go, as he has said. Come true, if the Lord granting you strength to wait, as if the Lord granting you strength to stay upon him in his face, once he says to embark on certain journey. So the next time we see, I trust that God will be with you. Amen.